Evening all. Stippling Vaughn, and we're taking things one dot at a time. Tonight we are finishing up the Conan piece from FragaBoom for FragaJune, and just hitting it real quick. Not crazy about it, as you can see how these muscles are, how bubbly they are. They remind me a lot of Burn Hogarth, and I'm not a Burn Hogarth fan. So, but we're just doing a fun piece, so we'll just leave it be. Right now, to speed this up, because I don't want to spend, I already spent 3 hours on this piece. I don't want to spend much more than that, which is way past the allotted time that Dan and the crew have been doing. So, as a result, I'm doing the hair, and I'm probably going to do the loincloth also with this. So, that way we will have much faster work. So, and we'll just do it. We're just going to do this real quick. I could do it in the format of stippling, but like I said, I don't want to be up to like 3 doing this. And I know I have a new subscriber, so giving a shout out to Nathaniel, who I know is going to be all excited that I'm calling him out and thanking him for watching these videos. And I know Nathaniel can't watch these on his own, which means I am also, yes I am, I'm giving a shout out to his mom, if he's with his mom watching these, or if he's with his grandparents, then one of them is watching with him. So, shout out hello to Harley, Jen, and Cliff. I am sorry you guys have to endure him watching these, and because I've now mentioned him, he's going to be even more ecstatic in watching this specific one over and over. So I apologize sincerely, guys. But why are you guys doing it? Because of love. So, like I said, a shout out to Nathaniel, person that has the biggest collection of my work. I know you do. I know you are very enthusiastic about what I do. So, like I said, we're just doing this real quick. We're not going to be doing. We're going to hopefully with doing this. It saves a lot of time. I won't need to do a lot more. I've had so much fun doing FragaJune that I showed you the one piece I did, which was the Solomon Grundy piece. But when I got done with the Solomon Grundy piece, I was having so much fun that I turned around and did the Moon Knight piece. Now, the Moon Knight piece was much, much faster. Did not spend as much time on it. Still had a blast doing it. When I was doing it, just did flat marker on the back, limited the heavy stippling with a Sharpie to in here. Did a much better job blending the Sharpie with the nib this time. And actually, if you take a look how this here and here is broken up by a lot of white, while here is very dense in dots. And also I added some dots in the eye here, making that eye pop and making much more of the focus. So had a lot of fun with the Moon Knight piece. So, but yeah, fortunately the Conan piece is second to last. And then after we've got the Conan piece on Wednesday. Now, according to John Malin, it's competition. According to Dan, it's not. So basically what it comes down to is Malin has the attitude that he's going to spend 2 hours schooling everybody on how you do it. And Malin is not going to be using his iPad. He is going to be actually using pen and paper. So it's going to be interesting and fun to watch. Malin's always a character. Very uncouth. So very vulgar also. But a character nevertheless. I actually understand why he is the way he is. I mean, take a look at it. It's one of those where it's like he was all but run out of the business. And as a result, I mean, yeah, he's got an attitude towards the mainstream. And I honestly can't say I blame him. He's very fortunate that because of crowdfunding and the advances of crowdfunding, specifically Indiegogo, that he's able to be as so successful that he's able to do this as his profession. And I can understand him having the attitude of this industry needs to burn down and go away. Of course, he doesn't really need to do much for what they're doing to make it burn down and go away. And by the time they wonder what's going wrong, what they need to do to fix this, they will have completely lost their audience. I worked in the retail industry, and I can tell you firsthand, when you lose the confidence of your customer, you've lost completely. And I had been with the company for so long, I knew more than I knew the policies and procedures more than the store manager, more than the district manager, or the regional manager. And none of them liked it, because towards the end, when it was all falling apart, they were all bending policy and procedure and saying this is what it's going to be. And I was like, no, it's not policy and procedure. And they did their damnedest to get rid of me. They failed. They weren't able to get rid of me. It was because this company closed the unit I was at, that I'm no longer with them, which was for the best. But when you look at what DC and Marvel are doing, and how they are completely saying, the crowd base that we have, we don't want you. We are going for a new fan base, a new customer. Thing is, though, that new customer, they like the movies. They'll buy the merchandise. When I say merchandise, I mean underoos and action figures and party plates and garbage bags. But when it comes to actually buying the comic book, no, they don't care about the comic book anymore. henceforth, force, henceforth, the reason why crowdfunding is where everybody goes these days. And fortunately, because of people like Graham Nolan with their Storytellers series, I'm now aware of it. So I can now enjoy crowdfunding. Enjoy. And when you're doing crowdfunding, really what it is you are who many times in the beginning who they are backing. They're not backing your project. Many times it is it is the person themselves, not the project, that's getting the people to back it. So far, and I've done videos on who I'm funding and who I'm backing. Graham Nolan, Andy Smith, Ethan Van Sciver. I mean, I've known these guys because of them being in the industry for so long. But there's others out there, and there's some artists that I'm starting to look at, and I'm now taking a closer look at their projects because of how they are. So, personality and your integrity. That's why I haven't started a crowdfunding yet, because I'm not there yet. I need to get more people like you to be watching, to interact with more people like you, to interact with more people who are already doing this. More importantly, I need to have more of the book actually done. I understand the concept of you're getting people to basically create your salary until you have the book done. And for the established artists, okay, they have the ability and luxury to do that. For someone like myself, no. I haven't proved myself to any of you yet. So that's the reason why I will be, when I announce I'm doing a crowdfunding event and campaign, I will have well over half the book to over 3/4 of the book done. So you don't have to worry about the fact that, oh, I gave my money, and 2 years later he's still saying he's worked on it. No, I'm not going to do that to you guys. You deserve a lot better than that, especially when more and more people are reporting on campaigns that were never fulfilled. That's never going to be me. So, okay. I'm about done with using this. I'm about to go back to stippling this. So, because I'm about to go back to stippling, and I want to get this done, I'm going to say good evening to you folks. Good night. And please remember to always take life one dot at a